So we had this property in Scottsdale get robbed blind by guests on Booking.com. So we had this property in Scottsdale get robbed blind by guests on Booking.com. And what had happened was, first of all, this house was, the owner lived in it, and he's a baseball player. A lot of retired baseball players live in Scottsdale. And so this guy had this house. He's a single dude. He has this huge mansion in Scottsdale. He's like, hey, will you guys just throw it up on, the platforms and see if I'll just leave, right? It's just me and my son, both adults, and we can just go somewhere else when this place is being Airbnb. And we're like, all right, we'll give it a shot. It is a nice house. It is in Scottsdale. There's money to be made. Not a normal situation we want to be in. It's kind of weird. When the owners live in the house and just depart. In fact, that's the only time we have done it and we'll ever do it. But what happened was, this guy had all his personal stuff there. He had a safe. He's got all this sportsman memorabilia, all this stuff that's probably pretty valuable. And so we had these guests staying there from Booking.com, and everything seemed normal at first. They were, someone showed up to do the pool, and they were like, they messaged us. They're like, we don't want anyone coming here. Leave us alone. And we're like, wow, okay, sorry. Then they leave. And the owner gets back and he's like, hey, my shit's gone. It's all gone. And we go back and look at the cameras, and they even walked up to them and sprayed them with paint, which actually did nothing. We just still watched the whole thing unfold on camera. They were wearing masks. They had a truck. They were just putting stuff in it all night long and hauling it off. Couldn't see the plate. Couldn't see the people because they were still wearing masks. But we did watch the whole thing unfold. They robbed that house blind. And then come to find out, they booked with a fake name and a fake credit card. Not a fake credit card, stolen one. And so that was a big lesson for us. Number one, don't leave really valuable shit in your short-term rental. Bad idea, right? Just as a safeguard. If there's nothing there valuable they can steal, then they won't steal valuable shit from you, all right? Just don't do it. We always tell owners that now. And we still get some owners, homeowners from time to time. They're like, can we just lock off this stuff in this closet? I just want to leave it there. I don't want to pay for storage. I don't want to put it somewhere else. I departed that residence. Now it's a short-term rental. We get that, right? That happens. We get those. And I'm always like, look, my only recommendation is don't leave anything that you find valuable in the home, especially personal, sentimental stuff. Don't leave it in the home, right? Bad idea. Will I let you? Yeah, I can't stop you. It's your home. My suggestion, if you're going to do it, lock it up as tight as possible. There is only one way to assure that you do not get your valuable stuff stolen by guests, and it's just to not leave it in the house. Don't leave valuable stuff in the house, all right? Minimize as much as possible. Obviously, there's stuff that it's useful to attract bookings, but a jewelry collection, really expensive sports memorabilia, right? You don't need to have that. That's not a revenue generating thing for short-term rentals. It's just something you can lose, right? It gets stolen from you. Secondly, we dramatically changed our fraud prevention processes. The way we had our settings set up at the time, because we charged on that credit card, and the way we had settings set up was too lax. At the end of the day, it's too lax. And so now, if you go too controlled, it makes it actually really hard for people to book. They're honest people using their own credit card and it won't let me book, it keeps failing. And then when you relax those rules, it makes it easier for people to use, your merchant processing service. They can pay with a credit card, but then also opens up the possibility for fraud. So we found a kind of happy medium. We have settings so that it's not too difficult to book with a credit card through our merchant processor. At the same time, we require anyone that books directly with us. So if we're charging for the stay, we collect the money. It's probably 20, 30% of our bookings. We collect the money. We charge you. It's some kind of direct booking, or maybe, VRBO allows you to they just send you the referral, you book them direct, things like that. Bookings.com lets you do that too. Lots of platforms do. Airbnb is in fact the only one that doesn't. Okay. So direct bookings of any kind, we collect the money. We then require through our automations, hey, you need to upload a photo of yourself and your driver's license and the credit card you're using, right? And if anything looks suspicious, we'd be like, okay, send us a selfie of you holding up a driver's license. I got that idea from Turo. Anytime I use Turo, I got to submit a selfie holding the driver's license. We make people do that. Send in selfie with a driver's license. Then we can go check our merchant processing account and make sure the driver's license name matches the credit card that was entered, right? Because we can go look in that, and whether you're using Stripe or there's a few different that we use for different situations, and all of them let you go look and see the credit card that was entered, the name that was entered, all the information there, right? So does it match the driver's license with the selfie? Does it all that, right? We make them go through all of that, or you don't get in the house. You don't get door codes, right? Simple as that. So we are anal about fraud at this point because we've lost thousands of dollars. As a business, we're not going to charge management commission on a chargeback because that's what happens, right? People spend $2,000-$3,000 to stay at a house. free stay. And we've had that happen before too, where it's just a stolen card. They just got a free stay. They did nothing to the house. They were pleasant people, but they booked the house with a stolen credit card. They got a free stay. We just accommodated people for 2 weeks, lost $3,000, right? So for all of those reasons, we're very anal about fraud prevention. So we make it as easy as possible to book with a credit card, to enter in the information and get the booking. That's the way those settings are set up. But then we're super anal about making sure that it's not fraud. You got any better ideas than what I just showed you? Drop in the comments, because we're always looking for the best practices to do this stuff. And as always, if you found this useful, like, subscribe, share it with someone that needs it.